Welcome back, collectors. Today I'm checking out Hot Toys MMS366 Ellen Ripley. Here she is out of the box with all of her accessories, and I must say I was very impressed with the accessories. Starting off with the smallest, she comes with her wristwatch. It has the double face plates just like it does in the movie. Nicely sculpted, the orange detailing on the back. Nice to see that included. And then she has the tracking device. This is very nice. Detailing on it is just very good. It has all these cables and wires coming out of it. This is like this big rubber cable here, rubber hose, and you can actually see the tracking system on the top there. Paint applications are nice. It's quite clean looking. Doesn't have a lot of weathering on it. There's maybe a little bit around the spout here, but not much. But overall, it's a really nice piece. Solid plastic, very nice. Then before I get to Jonesy, let's take a look at Jonesy's carry case. Again, solid plastic, that nice camo green. Nice paint applications on it, although it is just the one colour. It does have some detailing on it around the side here, and I think that's the Utani logo, I'm not entirely sure. Yeah. And it has this plastic, like perspex glass. It opens up. Again, nice plastic detailing on the inside. And Jonesy fits straight into it, and I'll pop Jonesy in a second. But while we're on the topic, so here is Jonesy. Just one solid piece. Pretty unremarkable. There was quite a lot of negative feedback when this was released, particularly about Jonesy. From memory, there were two main talking points. The first was her sculpted hair, but that was a positive because I think the initial photographs that were solicited were rooted hair, but the sculpted hair is much better looking, so that was the positive. But the negative was Jonesy. Poor Jonesy. Everyone just thought he was basically shit, and he's not great, to be honest. But I'm not that concerned about the actual figure. It's more the positioning of his head. Why did they do it like this? Why not have him facing forward? So at least that way, when you pop him in his carry case, because let's face it, no one is having Jonesy out. He's always going to be in there, but you can't see him. Have his face facing forward so you can actually see him. Yeah, missed a trick there. Oh well. And then the last big accessory is this flamethrower. This is really nice. The paint applications on this are nice. Quite plain, but it does have some weathering on it, and it has this metallic effect throughout. And you can see just around the tip here, it does look like it's been used. It's got like that burnt look to it. And then the strap is this nice cloth strap, and it just has these two hooks on either side, and it just hooks in both sides so it can go over her shoulder. Yeah, very nice indeed. It is a bit difficult to get into her hand because there's not really a trigger. This is like this odd shaped handle, so I did struggle with that, but overall this is a very nice accessory. And then onto the hands. So she comes with 2 relaxed hands. Very nice. A left holding hand, so you can put the carry case or the motion sensor in this one. Not much in terms of detailing. I guess you don't need it, but there isn't really anything other than the flesh colour itself. And then a right trigger finger hand, but there is no trigger for the flamethrower. And as I said, it is a bit difficult to get it to hold it, but yeah, nice to have that included. And then finally the 2 fisted hands and the base. And normally I just go over the base because it's just a base, but this one, it deserves to be looked at in a bit more detail because they've been really, really thoughtful with this base. I know that there was an Aliens or Alien Big Chap released, and I'm pretty sure the base is the same. I'm not sure which figure came first, but it's almost certainly a reuse with the addition of the nameplate at the front being changed. Very, very nice. It has this damaging here, looks like these acid burns. It has some weathering on it. Really, really nice. Very, very nice base indeed. This is one of those figures where you would always have it with the base because it's very nice and it's very fitting to the movie. So there we go. Overall, great accessories. Okay, so let's zoom in and take a closer look at the head sculpt. Wow. I have to say, very impressed with this sculpt. This for me is up there with the likes of Logan from Days of Future Past. Absolutely nailed it, 100% accurate. Sigourney Weaver obviously has that very distinct jawline and they've nailed it here. Easily they could have got that wrong, but they haven't. The paint applications are really well done. There's this subtle shading on the cheek, suggesting some sort of rouge. The lips just slightly pursed there and you can see the teeth behind. Slight imperfections in the skin. The eyes have this very neutral look, very realistic. Overall, the face is just very neutral, and I think that's definitely the way to go. Unless you have interchangeable heads or face plates, for me, it's always favourable to go with a neutral look, so we don't get stuck with a very weird looking figure. The hair is all sculpted. It's this layered effect that they've got going on. Really, really well done. Very soft, movable plastic. I did see some photographs of this figure prior to its release with rooted hair. Don't know why Hot Toys decided to go against that, but so glad that they did. It can be very, very risky with rooted hair. This was definitely the way to go. This doesn't hinder the articulation too much at all either. So nice, very, very impressed with this sculpt. So let's take a closer look at that wardrobe. So this figure is quite unique in that the wardrobe is one piece, or rather the overalls is all one piece. It's this very nice, soft material, quite loose, so it's not going to restrict articulation. It might be difficult to pick up in the video, but it has this like a faded look to it. I can tell you that my figure was bought brand new and she has been posed in a very, very straightforward pose for a long time. So it's nothing to do with that. This is actually how it comes. It has this kind of dusty look to it, so I'm not sure how they've done that, but it's really well done. She has these zipper effects on the breast here. They don't actually work, but they're there for effect. This zipper, however, down the middle, this does work. And taking that down, you can see underneath the wardrobe continues, so she actually has 2 other layers. This shirt, which is also the similar type of material, very, very nice, just has the one button there. These are all for effect. The pockets and the stitching is all really great. It has it looks like either a Weyland-Yutani or maybe the Nostromo logo just there. Now, I won't take this off because it's actually quite difficult to get the overalls back on, but you can actually take this off, and I suppose, although she doesn't come with any other trousers, you could have this down at the waist, and that could be an alternate look for her. But underneath the shirt, it continues even further. So she has a green vest. It's like a stretchy cotton material. So this is what she would have been wearing towards the end of the movie. On the other side, she even has these small little pockets here for pens. So they've really, really gone above and beyond here. But going back to the overall, she has these really nice Nostromo logos on the shoulders. And another one here on the chest. Those zipper effects continue down on the thigh, and then at the back she has this quite unusual, it's almost like a corset type thing going on at the back, but if you check out the movie, that's very accurate. She does have that. And again, these pockets, or rather zippers at the back. The arms do also have these like raised effects, or rather this one does, just here. Not entirely sure what that's for. It doesn't come off at all, but yeah, it's very, very nice. And then the cuffs are rolled up. You can't actually take them down. I thought that you could, but they're actually stitched. So moving down now to the boot. This is a great, oh, and I will just mention as well, there's these zippers at the base of the leg, and they do actually go up and down just slightly to give it a bit more give at the ankle. Anyway, so the boot sculpt, it's like this Converse style sculpt. It's really, really nice. They've put this weathering all over it, so it has this slight yellow tinge to it. They've even done it on the sole. They've put this dirty, oily type look on the sole. The laces are all sculpt. Very nice paint applications, the red and the blue around the side. Really, really gone to town here, above and beyond. Fantastic wardrobe. Okay, so now that we've checked out the tailoring, let's have a look at the articulation. Articulation at the shoulder is very, very good. As I said before, the suit doesn't really restrict the articulation at all, so you do get a really good amount there. At the elbow, that is actually, is it a double? Yes, it is. That's a double jointed elbow. Don't come across those very often. So double jointed elbow, and then the standard swivel at the wrist. In terms of ab crunch, heaps of ab crunch, loads of ab crunch, all the way down and all the way back up. Very flexible. There is some swivel as well. And then at the legs, there's some swivel at the thigh, at the hip, all the way up. Super, super flexible. Great articulation so far. And then the knee, again, double jointed knee. And then a nice pivot and rocker at the ankle. The last thing to look at really for articulation is the head. This is slightly hindered because of the hair sculpt, but I would have it no other way. As I said earlier, it's this nice, soft, rubbery material, so you're not getting too much restriction. You can get it back to about there. Let's just move out a bit. And then all the way down. So really, they've done a great job, considering the hair comes below her shoulders, and it really doesn't hinder the articulation too much. So again, great articulation. So if you own this figure, I'm sure you'll agree. Hot Toys absolutely nailed this one. That head sculpt, fantastic. One of the best I've seen so far. The articulation is great. The wardrobe, very, very movie accurate. Doesn't hinder articulation whatsoever. The accessories are plentiful. Yeah, Jonesy is a little bit of a letdown, but it's not really a big deal. The inclusion of that base as well, absolutely great. She is a little bit on the pricier side nowadays, but overall, a top shelf figure.